Oh, you are talking about 9/11. Yeah, this time I was in Farah province, and first time I heard through radio, and this time I saw that how much my people are hopeful that maybe after 9/11 will come changes in Afghanistan, because innocent people of US has been killed and world understood about that. And unfortunately, after 9/11, when these Northern Alliance fundamentalists come in power, it was a shocking news for Afghan people, because they know them. They are the same people who are like photocopy of Taliban, as always I'm saying. They are brother and creed of Taliban, because before of domination of Taliban from 92 to 96, they did civil war in Afghanistan. And alone in Kabul, they killed more than 65,000 innocent people, and they are well-known killers. And even our people are saying that that time was like second small Holocaust. That much was situation worse. Anyway, but with suit and tie, doing shave, talking about democracy, they become imposed on our people. And now that's the main reason of the catastrophic situation of Afghanistan, and what Democrat people in the beginning always they raised their voice. And they said this policy of US is wrong policy, which is start fighting against terrorist people like Taliban by support of another bunch of killers like Northern Alliance. And that's the main reason that the so-called international community didn't become successful in Afghanistan. And what Democrats said, today everything is coming true. And today it became like an open secret for the great people around the world. Anyway, but they invaded our country under the name of values like democracy, women rights, human rights, but today we are as far from these values as well in 2001, because it's impossible to bring these values with the sworn enemies of values like women rights, human rights. You know, there's many reasons, but the main reason is the geopolitical location of Afghanistan, because Afghanistan located in the heart of Asia. It's easy for them if Afghanistan will be occupied with the US and allies of the US. They can control other Asian powers, of course, because of oil and also gas, etc. Same, they occupied Iraq because of oil of Iraq, and Afghanistan because of geopolitical location. Also, they changed Afghanistan to the center of drug, as after oil and arm, lots of money received through drugs. And even in this dirty business, US Army engaged now, and drug found its way on the streets of US and New York and Europe. And I think for every Democrat people around the world, only this is enough to tell that they changed Afghanistan to the center of mafia today. Even brother of Hamid Karzai himself is a famous drug trafficker, as New York Times recently wrote. And also UN reported that more than 93% of opium produced from Afghanistan. And many examples like this, that it was the main project of the CIA to change Afghanistan to the center of drug, which unfortunately they became successful and also occupied our country. Today, not only Parliament, today trade forces in Afghanistan are infected with the voices of fundamentalists, executive body, legislative, and judicial system. And for example, Parliament, more than 80% seats of Parliament belongs to warlords, drug lords, criminals. Even one member of Parliament is Talib. 34 members of Parliament belong to Gulbuddin party, which has been announced by US as a wanted criminal. But when they are discussing about law, when you close your eyes, you are thinking Gulbuddin, this fascist man, is in front of you. Especially regarding the laws about women, it's so easy for them to change because they are against women, and many times they stand up and mix Islam, especially with politics, and use it as a weapon against our people. For example, 18-year-old is legal age for women to get married, or for example, if that's something like to face to court some crime or etc. But they change it, and as they wish they use Islam. One of them was saying, one wanted criminal, for example, is Shia, saying that no, this Islam is saying 15 years old is God. Another one is saying no, 16 years old is God. The Islam is saying like that because Sunni, and different, like same what they are doing in Iraq. That anyway, but they use laws against our people, and also they every laws in Afghanistan on the paper. We have jungle law. 4 times they beat a journalist inside of Parliament, and I think there is no freedom of speech inside of Parliament when I'm talking turn off microphone trade today, when well it is elementary part of democracy, freedom of speech. And also many example like this. Lack of time, I don't know if you want I should share that inside of Parliament they threaten me to rape. When inside of Parliament they do like this, outside of Parliament what they are doing with women, you should think. And many example like this, that we have jungle law. As I told you, they changed this law about women, legal age. Human rights activists in Afghanistan, women rights, Democrat people, even human rights organizations around the world, they raised their voice, but who listened the voice? And this constitution today like a beautiful thing in the shelf of Karzai's government to safeguard people around the world. Same what they are doing, many similarity between Iraq and Afghanistan. In Iraq, they destroyed national unity, has Shia kill Sunni, Sunni kill Shia, you know what I mean? In Afghanistan, same do US now. They destroyed national unity during the war, and still Hazara against Pashtun, Pashtun Tajik, Tajik Uzbek, and they have TV, every one of them now, how much expensive. Most people are poor, and just propaganda, and it itself is a crime. They destroyed our national unity, and still they do not let, because it's good for them to put Afghan to fight with each other, and it's good chance for them to be more busy with their